When certain voices are suppressed, it's often precisely when they're worth listening to. Today, we'll focus on 5 influential Chinese artists in their respective genres and their 5 banned songs from the 2010s. These tracks not only represent their musical excellence, but also depict different facets of Chinese society. However, it's important to note that most of their works haven't been banned in China, and they are not political artists. Taboos just happen to become a hidden force that urges us to listen more closely. Sea Breeze is a 2015 folk song by Wu Tiaoren, but it disappeared from Chinese streaming platforms because it mentions the Wukong protests, a real story of land, rights, and resistance. The Wukong protests happened in 2011 in a fisherman's village in Guangdong. Locals protested after officials secretly sold their land. They won the right to elect their leaders, but years later, the movement was crushed, and hopes for change faded. This song isn't just about Wukong. The Sea Breeze stands for freedom. It reflects Wu Tiaoren's hometown, a place known for its wild, rebellious spirit. And their music carries the voices of drifters. They mix folk rhymes with street wisdom, bringing back strange stories from the outside world. Just like this song, it tells a heavy story with a light-hearted tune. The title track of jazz rap artist Jay Fever's 2013 album, Xiao Yao Care, or Wandering Free Spirit, disappeared from Chinese streaming platforms because its lyrics referenced Tiananmen imagery, such as the square, tanks, and city gates. In 1989, the Chinese government used military force to suppress mass protests in Tiananmen Square, causing heavy casualties and turning it into a political taboo. Over the past 30 years, the square and tanks have become recurring symbols in music, as artists, either subtly or directly, pay tribute to the youth of that time and mourn the disappearance of social movements under growing surveillance. As one of China's few jazz rap artists, Jay Fever is known for his exceptional improvisation and poetic, imaginative lyrics. With the free-spirited tone of a wandering swordsman, he subtly critiques history and reality while conveying a persistent yearning for freedom. In 2011, folk singer Wu Tun performed 10,000 Names at a charity concert for the Yunnan and Japan earthquake relief efforts. The song has since disappeared from Chinese streaming platforms because it mentions Nobel Peace Prize laureate Liu Xiaobo. Liu Xiaobo was a Chinese writer and human rights activist who was sentenced to 11 years in prison for co-authoring Charter 08, a manifesto advocating political freedom. In 2010, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize while imprisoned and died in custody in 2017, becoming the first laureate to do so since the 1930s. Wu Tun, the lead singer of the rock band Tongue, is known for his raw vocals and sharp lyrics, while, like all his solo folk works, 10,000 Names reveals a more poetic side of him.
成为奢侈品。革命汹涌的像马浪，狂风刮到彼此上。我们闻着口号打倒太阳，结果秀做了风向。
How the Steel Wasn't Tempered comes from the prog rock band Wood Pushing Melon's 2016 album. The song was removed from Chinese streaming platforms due to its critique of the Cultural Revolution. The Cultural Revolution was an extreme political movement waged in the name of class struggle, plunging the country into chaos and persecution through imagery of violence, fervent slogans, and shattered ideals. The song portrays the suffering and absurdity of that era. The song's title itself satirizes the Soviet literary classic How the Steel Was Tempered, a staple of China's 8th grade curriculum, exposing how a generation's idealism crumbled amid absurdity and brutality. Known for their experimental sound, sharp-edged lyrics, and operatic vocals, Wood Pushing Melon stands as an outlier in Chinese rock. In 2015, underground rapper Guy released The Gangsta, a song in Chongqing dialect that unfilteredly captured the lifestyle, values, and street gang culture of Chinese thugs. It was soon banned for its association with gangster themes. Two years later, Guy would become one of the most successful Chinese rap stars of the decade. In 2017, the breakout of TV show The Rap of China brought underground rap into the mainstream, with Guy as the season winner. Subcultures like street dance, rock, and folk music also got their own shows, and stars seized the opportunity to break into the mainstream. Guy is the perfect example of underground culture being absorbed into the mainstream. From gangsta to becoming a youth league ambassador and performing huaxia on national stages, his themes shifted to national pride. He traded reinventing himself for a larger stage. This song remains a raw record of his untamed past. I'm doing another one on the 2000 to 2010 era. Let me know which artist and song do you think deserves a spot on the list.